This is such a warm thing every year, and I look forward to coming up here. Just before we carry on with the next performers, I had made an omission because I promised that I would bring my friend up here from Elvis International, Darwin Lamb, who makes it possible for a lot of the acts that come here on these shows, the guests every year. And Darwin, you were telling me a very quick story there about, just before we carry on here, about Elvis when he was a kid.
Oh, before he ever made it. He was in high school, and Gladys took him to a dance. Oh, by the way, he idolized Tony Curtis, which I went to the movies all the time and saw him over and over again. So he idolized Tony Curtis with the nice shiny black hair. So there, Gladys drops him off at a dance, and with a bunch of kids in the car. And all of a sudden, they're waiting for her to come back after the dance to pick him up. And all of a sudden, it starts pouring down rain. And all of a sudden, they all look at Elvis and start laughing because all this black shoe polish is just dripping down all over his face and his clothes. So that's just a short one.
Darwin, we want to thank you. Let's bring up Darlene Tompkins from Blue Hawaii here too. Darlene, it's so nice to have these guests here. And by the way, Penticton, thank you for this incredible weather. Unbelievable. Last year we had rain. Darlene, how are you?
Thank you. I'm wonderful.
Have you had a good time?
Oh my gosh. Absolutely the loveliest. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
What was, thank you. And for those of you that were not around the other day when I asked her this question, when you were on the set of Blue Hawaii, there's a picture in the program of the two of you. How would you describe Elvis just as a man?
Well, let me tell you, everything that you've ever heard about Elvis, how beautiful he was, how wonderful he was, how generous he was. There's one thing I want to tell you. I can't elaborate on that because the words to describe it are not invented yet.
Well, there you go. You're a lovely lady, and thank you. Come back again. Thank you very much. Thank you, love. Watch yourself along with us. Darwin, thank you. It's always nice to meet people that work with them, and I'll just make this comment. We're on with the show, and that is this. If you were to evaluate a man, what kind of man was he? Or a woman? If you were to evaluate them by the friends, Elvis had to be a wonderful guy, no doubt. Because his friends are wonderful, I want to tell you that. Next up here, ladies and gentlemen, his name is Paul Ellis, but he goes under the AKA, also known as Ellis Forever Ellis, and he was the runner-up last year here, and he is originally, well, I guess he lives there now, in Abbotsford. Would you welcome Ellis? Come on up here. Ellis Forever Ellis. I think our tripod's falling apart there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Red. How you doing, ladies? Friends? Gentlemen? This song I'd like to perform for you. Who was all here in 2006 when I was here in the finals? Thank you very much. I had a little trouble with this song then. Just a second. Don't want to have trouble again. And I'd like to do this song for you to just redeem it. Here we go. If you're looking for trouble, you came to the right place. If you're looking for trouble, better look right in my face. I was born standing up and talking back. My daddy was a green-eyed man. My middle name is Mystery. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm evil, so don't you mess around with me.
blood and bones.